Well, funding for the government is currently on track to run out in 2 weeks. This, as the Biden administration is asking Congress to increase Secret Service spending following Sunday's apparent attempt to assassinate former President Donald Trump. Multiple sources tell CBS News the White House Office of Management and Budget has submitted a so-called anomaly request, warning the agency would have insufficient resources to increase its protective operations without more funding. So for more on this, I'm joined by CBS News senior White House correspondent Weijia Jiang. So Weijia, what is an anomaly request?
So, Anne-Marie, it's something that we typically would not be talking about, but given the situation with the former president and the request from the Secret Service, the request from the White House, it is important to clarify what this means. So, as you mentioned, Congress is probably going to pass a short-term measure to keep the government open, and they have to do that by the end of this month, September 30th. But that just keeps all of these spending levels flat. So, this anomaly request is asking to ratchet up the amount of money that is allocated to the Secret Service beyond the general funds that would be required to just do the baseline. And that is because the service has said that they need more to deal with, a robust campaign season, to deal with things that are happening that may be unexpected, like a second apparent assassination attempt on the former president. And so that is why OMB is asking for more flexibility to be able to move funds and give Secret Service whatever it is they need at the direction, by the way, of President Biden as Congress continues to work on longer-term spending measures.
Indeed, and we know the acting head of the Secret Service said that they've been under-resourced not for a year or years, but for decades. Let me ask you about something else, because I know you got to go. Turning now to the Israel-Hamas war. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, he is back in the Middle East. He's in Egypt today to discuss a Gaza ceasefire and hostage release deal. I mean, here we go again. Anything new going on this time around?
So he's actually there for a different reason. He is traveling to Egypt because he is the co-chair of a bilateral summit, if you will, with Egypt to talk about strengthening ties, to talk about culture and education, about these two economies tied together. But of course, while he's there, he will also be meeting with Egyptian officials to talk about a potential ceasefire deal that is so critical to President Biden. I mean, he only has a few months left in office. We know this is one of his top priorities, Anne-Marie. And just as soon as it looks like it could happen, something happens that falls through. And so they have been talking remotely, officials and negotiators, for the past week now. So this will be another in-person opportunity to try to see if there's a path forward, Anne-Marie.
All right, Weijia, thank you very much.
Sure.